Hello, this is a public service announcement about smallpox. I am Dr. Hoagie.
And I'm Dr. Wolf. Smallpox is an extremely rare virus and is very contagious. It's also known as the variola virus. In 2015, there were 0 cases of smallpox recorded. The last case of smallpox in the U.S. was in 1949. The last naturally occurring case was in Somalia in 1977. There's an estimated 300 million people worldwide who have died from the smallpox virus.
Some of the symptoms of the smallpox virus are pain in the back, skin rashes, which usually appear after 2 to 3 days, small bumps, blisters, scabs, or scars. You can have a whole body fever or chills. It's also common to have a headache or even faint. There's abdominal pain and sometimes vomiting.
This disease is spread person to person through prolonged face-to-face contact. Direct contact with the infected body fluids will kill you too.
Smallpox had started about 3,000 years ago in India or Egypt, and in the early 1500s it was spread to the Western Hemisphere by Hernando Cortez and his Spanish fleet. In the 1950s, there were an estimated 50 million cases per year. In 1967, there were an estimated 15 million who got the disease, and then 2 million died from it. The vaccinations last for 5 to 10 years.
The way you get infected with the smallpox is by breathing it in. It attaches to the back of your throat and lungs. A skin rash develops within 24 to 48 hours. Macules develop on your forehead. Then it spreads to your whole face, then the proximal portions or extremities, then the trunk, and finally the distal portions of your extremities. And this whole process takes no more than 24 to 36 hours.
Smallpox is not the same as chickenpox. Some notable differences are the rash for chickenpox only occurs after 1 to 2 days of mild illness, and the smallpox virus appears after 2 to 3 days of severe illness. Also, rather than initially appearing on the upper arms or throat, the chickenpox lesions initially appear on the face and trunk.
In May 1796, Dr. Edward Jenner took samples of cowpox pustules and used them to see if cowpox could be used to protect against smallpox. Jenner used fresh cowpox samples to inoculate James Phipps, an 8-year-old boy. After about 3 days, the boy recovered. Dr. Jenner exposed the boy to smallpox about 2 months later, and no disease developed.
The only way that this treatment was able to work is because cowpox and smallpox are of the same family. With this procedure, Dr. Jenner had successfully invented the smallpox vaccination we know today. Jenner is forever remembered as the father of immunology. According to an article on The Guardian, there are 2 secure facilities that still hold samples of the smallpox virus. The Centers for Disease Control facility in Atlanta, and one facility at the Russian State Research Center for Virology and Biotechnology in Koltsovo. These samples were scheduled to be destroyed in 1993, but they still exist, and there is some debate about what should happen with them. Smallpox was a pandemic from 1870 to 1874. However, thanks to the vaccinations we know today, the smallpox virus is no longer a pandemic.
A project that was commissioned by Bill and Melinda Gates was used to raise awareness about various diseases. The name of the project, The Art of Saving a Life, consisted of over 40 world-renowned artists. The artists used their skills to bring awareness to vaccinations and their importance.
You don't have to be a world-renowned artist to do your part in saving lives. Immunizations are probably the best way to go for the average person. And 5 facts about immunizations are that they can save your life as well as your child's life. They are very safe and effective. They protect those who you care about, and they can also save your family time and money. And finally, it protects future generations. So go get your vaccines today. This has been a public service announcement from Dr. Hoagie
and Dr. Wolf.
Thank you for listening.